Welcome to another exciting episode of the Andre The Beast Crayton Show. Another exciting show, another exciting guest. Now, let me tell you like this. I never know, and I've said this repetitively, I never know who's going to walk through that door, but it's always going to be entertaining. And today is no exception. I know you heard their music. They're blowing up. Let's call it what it is. The new R&B sensation, A Few Good Men in the house. What's up, guys?
What's up, y'all?
What's going on?
A Few Good Men. You know, when I heard that, I thought of the movie.
A lot of people do that. Yeah.
I heard of the Few Good Men movie. Before we get started, let's start on your end and introduce yourself, tell the viewers a little bit about you, and keep going around. Then we're going to get into some questions and answers.
Well, I'm David Morris. I am the founding member of A Few Good Men. We started the group back in 1991, and we still here. Wow. So how about that?
That sounds like a winner.
Yeah.
You got the quiet storm. What's up, y'all? This is Izzy. R&B is what I love. R&B is what I do. Outside of R&B, Dre already know, filming and all that, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a little bit of everything, man. But A Few Good Men is what we doing.
Okay. And last but not least.
The maestro.
Montae the maestro. I'm Montae Clark. I'm the man behind the machine. I push all the buttons and turn all the knobs.
Yeah, right. You being modest because I know what you do.
That part.
Yeah, I know what you do. Yeah, your name is a legend here. Let's start with you. Your name is a legend here.
Man.
Let's get real. You've been to, a lot of Sid's things, and your name is constantly brought up. And you know what pisses me off about it? Your name is brought, but you don't come to me and say, Dre, what do you need me to make you a mix on? With a name like Andre The Beast, man, you should have already had me I should have been like that song 50 Cent. This is a bitch rich town. I'm thinking, why did he talk to me? So tell me more about you, because you're a legend. Let's call it what it is.
I'm a legend. Is that what they're saying about me around here?
Yeah, that's what they're saying, dog. Get more. They say you need to work with you when it comes to music, adding that magic touch. You're the man to talk to. How did all that come about?
Man, just trial and error over the years, man. You're starting out and you're trying to get people to help you, and you can never get a helping hand in anything. So I started engineering because of that, because I had groups and stuff back then, and we were trying to get stuff done, and people kept standing us up, and so I was like, man, I'm just gonna learn how to do this myself.
I like that attitude. Seriously, yeah.
So I started. A buddy of mine, Darnell Williams from the Williams Singers, he had this little was a digital recorder, multi-track, and I saw him using that. I was like, man, I can do that.
Yeah. So,
man, I saved my money and bought me one of them. That was my first piece of gear.
Really?
Is I bought this little hard disc recorder, man, and that kicked it off.
Like, what was some of your biggest? We're gonna get to you guys too, but what were some of your biggest hurdles that you had to overcome? We talked about we're gonna get into gatekeepers. That sounds like your gatekeeping moment where people wasn't willing to share with you the knowledge. But how did you change the game to make sure this doesn't happen again for you?
Man, I just make sure that whatever I feel like I need, when I learned that about myself, that I can pretty much pick up whatever I need. Mm-hmm. When you figure out that you're one of them type of people, it's like, man, there's no stopping me. Like, I'm going to ask you, if you ain't going to help me, guess what? I'm going to try and learn how to do it myself.
Yeah.
And that's how I do, a lot of stuff. It's like, man, you ain't going to help? Okay. Let me get on YouTube. Let me buy some books. Let me, I'm gonna look it up, and I'm at least gonna learn how to do something decent.
Right. Have you always been into music and creating,
Oh yeah.
producing?
Well, I always was into music since a little kid,
Mhm.
because my father was a singer, my mother was a singer before she had surgery and destroyed her voice, but she was a singer as well.
Mhm.
And I guess my sister used to tell me all the time I would be in my room singing like Michael Jackson songs and stuff, top of my lungs,
Yeah, yeah.
and thinking nobody could hear me outside the room. And she was like, my friends be like, man, your little brother be in there jamming, don't he? But it's like you don't realize people can hear you.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, but I've always loved music, man. From what I've been told, I've always loved it.
Now, are you from originally here in Indiana?
Yeah, well, I was born in Evansville, but I was raised here from like 4 or 5 years old.
What made you decide to be a part of A Few Good Men?
Man,
And don't lie. The true sermon will be kicking in soon.
I already feel the truth. It's already working.
Look, shit. Hell, I'm over here like, woo.
Well, I
Don't
mean,
take much.
when the group originally got signed in
Yeah.
the 90s, I was around. Like, I knew David and Ernie and Rock, and I'm saying original member names that a lot of people don't even know. And them was my homeboys,
Right.
So, because I had another group. Back then, groups was the thing.
In
So
the city, of course.
we all had our groups, and I'm gonna leak the original name of the group. Few Good Men wasn't A Few Good Men at first, but
Man, it's called AV.
AV, another
AV.
voice.
Okay. I like that.
AV
Yeah.
was the hottest group in the city. So,
Okay.
all the other groups would be like, man, we got to get as good as them. So they
Like
was
who
they
were
was
some of the people you guys had to compete against?
You didn't have to. I started AV and I started A Few Good Men.
Yeah.
So you had multiple groups.
Oh yeah. AV was the original group before A Few Good Men.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I started AV in my garage.
Right.
Yeah.
But like when I talk about, there was a lot of groups in the 90s. Like who was you going up against?
Oh,
Oh.
you're talking about like as far as being in the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially here.
My
Especially here.
group at the time, what was our name back then? Smooth. I think our group name was Smooth, and then we had
Blackmail, you had
Blackmail.
Fellas,
the fella. Yeah, it was a
um,
lot of hot groups back then.
EGB,
Really?
Every Girl's Dream.
Mhm.
You had
Signature.
Signature.
Yeah, it was a
And
lot
I think
of.
that might have been it. I think
Mhm.
it was maybe about four or five.
How did you manage to say, okay, forget the other ones and forge a relationship with AV or A Few Good Men?
You
And
want to
don't
tell
lie.
how far we go
Look,
back?
don't lie.
Well, one of the original members, Ernie, that was really my like me and Ernie had a love-hate brother relationship. Like me and him,
wait a minute.
me and him used to. That was my big brother, man. But we used to hoop every day and fight every day.
Every day.
Every day we would hoop and end up fighting.
Throw
See, I
real
can't
hands.
even picture that, man.
Real hands.
Because Monty's so chill. Like I can't even picture.
When he get
that,
on
man.
10 though, he turns into a demon. Look,
Good thing he's not in here.
absolutely. You gotta understand though, man. We've been knowing each other since the '80s.
Yeah.
Really?
That's how long we've been friends.
How
man.
long have all of you guys been friends?
Well, let's tell the story then. So, me and Monty started a production company. We both produce, so we play, we do the tracks and stuff.
Mhm.
And Right Hip Entertainment, Stargazer. Monty and me have always been in cahoots with each other. We've been friends so long that he's always been right there with the group from the beginning.
Right.
Like I would send him stuff, be like, hey man, what you think about this? Or this is the new video coming out, or this is what's about to happen. So he's always been around. It ain't like he's like been in the shadows or somewhere. He just always been my homeboy.
Right.
And one day, man, we was in there producing a record for us, some artists, and we was just writing, coming up with stuff. And he looked up one day and said, man, why the heck are we doing these songs for everybody else? They can't sing like us. You know what I'm saying? They like, we in here writing this stuff, trying to arrange it, and they can't get it. And you spend
Right.
hours in the studio going over, vocals and coming up with different things. And I just said, well, I'll tell you what. How about I bring A Few Good Men back? And he was like, huh? I said, yeah. I said, why not? It's time. Man, the next day he was at a music seminar. He had a damn shirt on, man, that said A Few Good Men. I said, hey, man, I ain't even give the okay.
Matter of fact, I think he might have been there.
Yeah, man, he had the shirt on the next day.
I remember.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I said, wait a minute, hold on, man. I said, you got to give me a chance to renege, man. Look, but he never gave me a chance to renege, man. So he was already, he was like 20 miles running. And I'll tell you what, man, it's been a roller coaster. We went through some changes. We went through some ups, went through some downs. But I love that type of stuff, man, because that's the stories I tell these guys from the industry. Izzy loves them, man. Like, just the stories I tell these guys of the things that I've done and the places I've been.
Right.
They funny. Some of them are funny, and some of them, I'll take to my grave.
Right.
But the cool thing about it is that I get to share it with these guys.
Yeah.
Izzy, how did you get to where you at? Movie star,
Yeah.
Movie star.
Denzel Jr. over there.
Yeah, let me do it again. The best picture award goes to Indiana's own. How did your role start?
Man, really shortly after our podcast interview, really.
Really?
Because I didn't know. I was just coming back. In real life situation, man. I was lost. During that time that we did the podcast, when you interviewed me, it didn't look like it. I was saving face, but I was lost. I was like, man, because I was coming from Arkansas and I was coming back to Indy, and I was like, what am I doing? I was like, what am I doing? I was like, I need to figure out, like how lost I am in order to be found. And I was like, I'm going to just work. I'm going to focus on working. Punch a clock, right? That's all I'm going to do. And, man, fast forward, man, I think it was around maybe August. Yeah. I think August, man. Mutual friend. She's a singer as well, singer-songwriter. Shout out to Leah Rowe.
Leah Rowe.
I was doing security, man,
Leah Rowe.
And she was like, she hit me up the next day. And was like, hey, when are you leaving Indy? And I was like, February, which is this year.
Right.
I was like, February. And she's like, well, what do you think about staying long term? And I was like, I want to be somewhere warm. I'm like, I ain't thinking about
it's cold weather. Yeah.
I'm like, cold weather, childish as hell, man. I'm like, I'm over that.
Right.
She was just like, and then she just dropped the name. She ain't really say much else because I'm big on research. Mm-hmm. She was like, A Few Good Men. And I was like, huh? Man, I looked it up. First thing I heard was a song they did on Fox 59, which is called What You Like. And I was like, I said, they singing the music I listen to.
Right.
And then I was like, okay, I'm like, so what's really going on? And then I got a chance to step into the studio and meet Montae first, and then David came in. And I thought, they just sung.
Right.
Which is naive to think with anything, right? When you don't do enough research.
Right.
And so I walked in, Montae he was working on his beat. And I just kind of sat back, because David wasn't there yet. And I was like, okay. I was like, I asked Montae, I said, wait, you do beats? I was like, you engineer? He was like, mm-hmm. I was like, and then when I say a light bulb, if you would have just created one, it would have been there. But I was like, wait a minute, y'all don't just sing. Because I'm like, my strong focal point is singing and songwriting. But I said, wait a minute, y'all don't just sing? And he's like, mm-hmm. And I was like, all right. And so fast forward, man, since August, we've had shows.
Ahead,
we're literally on tour right now, which kicked off in Cincinnati, and we just had a sold out show last
Congratulations.
night.
Last night.
So
thank y'all, man. Thank y'all.
Indianapolis, man, has shown up, man, and we appreciate y'all
much love
more
to y'all,
than
man.
you know,
Much love.
and we taking that love with us, man.
Let me salute you, and let me say that for this reason. You sitting in this chair and being vulnerable as a man of color. I had no idea when you did that show that you was at that place. But what I can tell you now, what I would tell anybody, no matter what color you're, especially being a man, find a support. Reach out to somebody.
Yeah.
Because no telling where you would have wound up putting yourself, especially with the pressure that you had up on you. Because when you in front of the camera and get that kind of notoriety, let's get real. People look at you differently.
Yeah.
They expect different. But then our egos, they don't mean to go there.
Yeah.
You know, you go, what do I need to do next? Or if you don't get that opportunity, now what would they think of me?
Yeah.
Can I go home?
Yeah.
Indiana is your home.
Yeah. And that's a fact.
right.
I appreciate you, man.
That's right.
Creating a safe space is important.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
How did you wind when the name was brought to you guys' attention? How did you guys accept that?
Say the name. What I mean,
His name.
When Izzy popped up.
This is the story of
I
what
can
happened.
tell
with
you
that.
my reaction.
I know what his reaction. But here's the thing. I didn't know Izzy.
Yeah.
Right.
See, I didn't know him, but see, we had went through a transition that I was just talking about,
Right.
earlier, and me and Monty were kind of like, oh man, what are we gonna do? And I went in my restroom down in my house, and I got one of my restrooms in the house downstairs, and I turned the light out and I started praying, man. And
Wow.
I said, God, I said, man, I don't know what's supposed to happen, but I know we didn't come this far to give up now. It's impossible.
I like that.
I said, I don't know who he is or where he's going to come from. I said, but I'm going to wait on you to send him to me. And I know he's coming, and I'll be darned. We had a studio session that night. Me and Monty was in there working on another song. And Leah Rose said, Izzy's back in town. And Monty looked over when me and Monty been friends so long, I know when he's excited. So when he turned, he this is my best friend, man. So when he turned and he said, huh? When he turned like that, who? I knew right then and there. So I'm on the piano, so I'm just sitting there like dibbing and dabbing. And he said, who? And him and Leah was talking, and I looked back. I said, what? I'm like, who the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, who is that?
Holla at him for
And
me.
I asked Leah, so I called her later. I said, who the hell is Izzy? She said, David, I think he's what you need. Let me tell you something about this brother right here. He's not only been a blessing, he's the reason that we where we are right now.
Wow.
Definitely.
And I'm gonna say that to him. He don't get enough flowers, but I have never gave him his flowers like that.
Yeah.
But we would not be right here right now if it wasn't for this young man right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
powerful.
the reason why I say that, because me and Monty didn't know what we was gonna do. We didn't know if we was just gonna keep producing.
Right.
We didn't know. But God had another plan, man. So when I say this, we not just doing this. See, we don't do this for the money. See, the money gonna come. We enjoy
Could you say that again? Because
we don't just do this for the money, man.
A lot of people don't. A lot of young people don't hear that enough.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I can tell right now. If I asked you what your purpose is, what your purpose is,
Right.
you can tell me with the blink of an eye.
Yes.
And it's never been about chasing the dollar.
Never.
We don't do this for the money, man. We do this because it's in us. If you go to sleep at night and the only thing you think about is being a singer, songwriter, then you're supposed to be that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Yep.
Man, I look forward to seeing these guys, man. I look forward to getting in the studio because we working on a song right now called Butter Popcorn.
Ooh, that butter popcorn.
And I'm telling you
Do I
right
need
now.
to say this episode is about you by Popcorn World? Shout out to Pete.
So,
Hey, Popcorn World.
so
Right.
what I did was is we was just in the studio and I told him, I said, I went upstairs. So I turned my equipment on because, it's been off for about a week because we've been so busy.
Right.
So I went up there and I started dibbing and dabbing. I hit some chords and I did a little track. It's decent. It's a nice track. And I was like, okay. I said, what can I do with this? And I said, we got a vocalist like Izzy. Izzy always, we compliment each other. We're each other's biggest fans.
That's what it's supposed to
When
be.
I hit a certain note, I know that I did it right. Because this dude, and Montae said it too, that dude be like, Yes. And when Monty hit a certain note, man, I just like with the show.
Yeah.
He sat down, I was almost hitting with my mic, man. Like hit him upside his head.
I said, oh no, he in his zone.
He's in his zone, man. Dude sat down. I said, I'm gonna leave him alone. We looked at each other like, man, go on, boy. You know, you never see him in church. Go on now, go on. That's what he did. And I sat there with the song, man, and I said, my wife came in because shout out to my wife, 20 years, love you, baby.
Congratulations on that.
She said, what was that? I said, I don't know. She said, she's very critical. She don't like nothing, so I don't let her hear nothing.
Right.
I don't like her to hear nothing because she ticks me off because she'll walk out. She'll be like,
Remember, you got to go home now.
yeah, and you can watch all you want, but you be ticking me off. And I said, she said, but she came up. She said, what is that? I said, oh, it's a song called Butter Popcorn, baby. She said, all right, baby. She said, okay. She said, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
So we in the studio the other day, and I played it for him. And see, Monty's very critical. Monty said, bro, no, he said that other word. We ain't gonna say that on the air. You know when we say that? Yeah. He said, ninja. He said, bro. I was like, I did the track to it, but I'm gonna let him do it again too. And then what we do sometimes, we'll put them together and see which one's better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't care because at the end of the day, we want the best product.
Right.
That there's no egos in this group, man.
Yeah,
We
take
don't
pieces.
I-
Take pieces from both of them.
We
Make the best song.
don't do egos. We want the best product. And when I mentioned it, I said we got one. And my little brother, shout out to Jew. Jew is very critical of songs, man. He'll tell you if you got a hit, and if you don't, Jew will tell you. He'll just be like, this how he sound. Yeah, it's cool.
It's cool.
It's cool. It's cool.
But
But
you
if
need that.
Oh, he's gonna tell you. But
Yeah.
if it's the truth, he'd be like, bro. Shoot.
So, bro, it's the magic word.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's
I
a magic
put
word.
that out. Bro, he'll hit you on your shoulder, bro. You need to put that out, man.
Let's talk about the experience factor here. Help yourself. That's mother's milk next to you. Andre's
I don't
finest.
think I'm gonna do it anymore. my group members will tell
So you got mother's milk and what's the other one?
water.
That's donkey's ass.
Donkey's ass and mother's milk.
Yeah.
So you just gave us donkey's ass?
That was donkey's
Then I
ass.
won't be taking no more ass tonight. How about that?
Yeah, that will make you talk.
You don't take it. Look.
So let's talk about experience here. Now, I know you guys have been at the MECAP and saw a lot of the artists, and even before there was MECAPs, you guys dealt with a lot of artists. What has been the handicap from when you guys started to today?
The handicap for what, artists?
Mm-hmm. Artist development, artist production. And the reason why I'm saying this because a lot of the stuff wasn't really hashed about at the meeting. I really hope they were going to really taking control of their brand, understanding the importance of branding, not relying so much on the social media aspect, to think bigger,
Right.
to think way bigger.
I
And
think you said it the other day. How
I
the
did.
industry is changed.
Yeah.
It's changed so much.
I still talk to industry heads, man, like people like Ian Burks. I still talk to, shout out to Jeanette Patton, Usher's mom.
Yeah.
AJ Alexander. Randy Gill, which is Johnny's brother. He just shouted us out. Shout out to him, man. He was like,
Shout out to
he
you,
said
man.
he saw it too, guys. He said, yeah, we look great. So,
Oh yeah.
the
Yeah.
industry heads know that this is not the same music business.
Mhm. What do you mean when you say that?
The old music industry is gone. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the internet changed the face of how the industry used to be with artist development, A&R. You know, you molded artists into being artists. The problem that I see that's going on out here is that just because you can dribble a ball don't mean you Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Mhm, yeah.
It don't mean you're going to make the team.
I mean, look, Michael Jordan was a basketball coach. How did it
Right.
turn out?
That's my point.
Yeah.
So my point is that that's where artist development came in at.
Yeah.
You either had it or you didn't. If you didn't have it, they dropped you.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah.
Right.
So my point is that we got a lot of artists out here that get in here there's nothing wrong with chasing your dream, but you got to be realistic.
Right.
I'm not a brain surgeon, so I'm not about to go in there and try to do surgery on somebody's head because they're going to be out of here.
Right.
So I'm just keeping it real. They're going to be out of here. So the upper room. Jesus. So my point is that you got to be real with yourself, man. Yeah. If you got a bunch of yes men around you, then you're not in the right business. Because one thing about us, we hold each other accountable. We love current melodies, current records, current songs. Me and Monty and Izzy, we don't play that, man. When we in there writing, like he said something yesterday, what was it, day before yesterday, he said, there's a there's a method to your madness. Mm-hmm. He said,
because he listened to everything. It ain't just R&B.
Yeah.
It ain't just ballads and love songs. I was riding in the car with him, and it was, I don't know what came.
Oh, you talking about Total?
Oh, Total.
Total. Yeah. That's one of my favorite bands of all time.
Yeah.
Draw the line.
Yeah.
Nothing is always on time.
I love that.
I mean, that's one of my favorite bands.
I think, I'm glad you brought that up because we just had Tracy Rose here. She's from Ohio, her and her band. And she said sort of the same thing. I like the fact that you like all kind of music and you bring all that into your development. I'm going to go back and spin on what you were saying so I don't take the viewers off track. I'm going to ask you this question. You guys have both dealt with artist development. What are 5 crucial things that artists need to know and to succeed? And what are the things that when people come to you that you have to say, or mistakes that they make, that you go, because let's get real. You said something. If you're not equipped to be a brain surgeon, even though you want to be, somebody got to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
What's your take on that? How do you proceed with that?
My guys know that I'm very keen on. I listen, like you said, I listen to everything. Mm-hmm. I mean, he found that out when he was in Ace Hardware, and the girl said, "Do you not know?" She said, "Do you know every song on the radio?"
Cashier.
She said, "That's Boston. You know them. That's America." I said, "Honey, when I say I'm a music connoisseur,
you're a connoisseur
because I'm a writer, I'm a producer. So that's what makes us so different when we're in the studio. Eclectically, man, we listen to everything. So we dib and dab in all sorts of genres of music. Right. I think it's why my daughter loves it so much. She'll be like, "Dad," and that's how she said, "Dad, how do you know that song?" Honey, I love music.
Yeah.
I love music. And that's to answer your question, to the 5 answers. If you're not open to music, music is not R&B. Music is not pop.
Right.
Music's not rap. Music's not hip hop. Music is not jazz, smooth jazz. It's not bluegrass. Mm-hmm. It's not classical. Music is music. Music is love. It's love.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's all music is, man. Music is a melody. Because if I would have wrote the song End of the Road and I didn't give you a melody, if I'd have just said, "We belong together," and but then without that melody, then you wouldn't have liked the song. Am I right or am I wrong?
You're right.
So it starts with the melody. Melody, if you give a person a good melody, you get me in that first 10 seconds, 10 to 30 seconds, you got me. That's one thing. Get those people to like that record in that first 30 seconds of the melody when it hits, like the song, shout out Billy Bad, "You're a Bad Boy." Yeah. Billy gave us a monster. This is the second monster. It's called Pressure Applied. It's coming out soon, so we'll be in the studio this week getting that done.
I know I get a copy to play on the radio.
You better believe it.
And, if you got a good melody, your lyrics don't even have to be that
Sure
good.
Don't.
How many songs have you heard that it sticks in your head and you be like, "Why am I singing this?
What's one? What's one?
Because the melody is the melody sticks. That's what makes a hit song. It's the melody.
Since with you saying, I don't even know the words to that song.
I was sitting on the corner and the fountain. I don't know the words.
See what I was.
What I was
What I was thinking was,
"Oh,
O'Reilly.
Auto. But I am almost 6 years older than you too. So that when you 6 years older, you know, I'm in my 50s. So you know, I've been around a little. So my ear's different. You know what I'm saying? And what you accustomed to from the 80s, 70s. I love 60s. You know, I love big band. I love swing, jazz. We even got records that we wrote that have the Rat Pack to it.
Right.
It's called Love Bug.
Yeah.
How do you deal with telling a person the hard news?
Oh, I just shit. That,
Yeah.
if you stink, I'm gonna tell you.
Really?
Yo, walk by here. Come here, baby. Come here. I'm gonna get you in your ear. Look, you need to wash your ass. Okay? I'm just telling you now. Look, I don't want you to go out there, you know, because you know, I'm telling you, hey man, you need some gum, homie. Come here.
Yeah.
You got to tell people the truth. Now,
What if they have potential and you see, because you're developmentals too. So how do you tell somebody that? Let's use Ursha for
That's
a
my
second.
friend. Yeah, come on.
I'm gonna tell you a story about Ursha when we get done.
Okay, I might have a better one. Nah, I ain't gonna tell you the one that I told them. So we gonna go there.
We saw him as a kid on that what's that Star Search?
Star Search, yeah.
Star Search. And you're right, you guys capitalized on something. Somebody might have a little bit of potential, and you don't want to waste your time with too much developmental techniques. But when do you know the difference? You know, because sometimes you might let somebody go out the door and you be like, and you see them later and be like, damn, I had a chance to get that person.
You're gonna win some and lose some and everything in life. You can't win them all, man. I mean, but it's that feeling that you get as a producer, songwriter. You get that feeling. You just know. You be like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You go, yeah.
They got something.
Yeah.
But sometimes a person's potential is really what they're willing to accept as far as guidance that you give them, you know, advice that you give them. If they're willing to accept that and make the proper changes, that's a big part of potential.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have this person and this person with the same talent, but this person is willing to grow and take all the advice and everything that's given to them to become this. This person is like, nah, I know what I'm doing. That's two different people with the same talent.
This ain't the business
but
for
this
that.
one's got potential. This one don't.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Monty.
Let's talk about
That's
let's talk
it.
about this part, and this I'm glad you brought that up. I'm trying to say this where I don't offend people. A lot of people this generation, I notice, have big dreams, but they don't understand. They don't put stake in their game.
Yeah.
What's your take on that as it relates to the music industry? And the
Stake in
reason
your-
why I say that, I'm gonna let you answer that, is because our generation, we had to work.
Yes, sir.
Our generation had to remember, and I'm not knocking the new generation because I don't
Right.
want my daughter going off on me.
No, yeah, we hear you. We hear you. We hear you. Yeah.
And I tell my daughter and my kids, I say, you guys live in a great age.
Oh my God.
I mean, dude, we had a phone. I was thrilled when we got a microwave.
Yes. Yes.
I was thrilled when the CD came out.
Come on.
You guys don't realize you can become sensational overnight. You don't really understand what I call put in the work and invest in yourself. How were you dealing with that in your industry?
Well, the pandemic, when the pandemic came, it made a big shift because people were forced to stay in the house. So that came the group of people that
Evolved and didn't evolve?
did the internet thing where we're all stuck in the house. So I'm going to do this song. Everybody is in quarantine. So, yeah, we love this song. We love this song. But when you do that, you skip over all the development. Like, yeah, you can do a nice song, you record it, but you cannot perform in front of people.
Mm.
And it's like I blew up in quarantine. I didn't think I was going to have to get in front of people on stage. A lot of these people are scared to death to be in front of people.
Well, isn't public speaking the number one fear?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
So
people
it's-
can't do
comes
interviews. Yeah, right. Get an
And
AI,
then comes AI.
generated action figure. He like,
Yeah.
hey, how are you? You know, so you don't want that. But yeah,
AI singers now.
So let's recap and go with what we're here to talk about, which is the new,
Mm-hmm.
the future,
yes.
right here. How does that make you feel?
Oh my God, dude! Every day, we talk like women every day.
Maybe I need to click with you guys. I don't have a click yet.
Oh no, bro. We talk, man. We talk on a regular, bro. But
Really?
the cool thing about it, we talk about life and ideas.
Give me an idea. Give me an idea.
So, like for instance, we're talking about, okay, what's our next step? So we the type of group that will say, okay, we just did a show last night. Went well. It was sold out. All right, we in the studio Tuesday. We got work to do. We got to get this record done so we can get it out. Okay, we got a show in Los Angeles coming up at the Mint. Big shout out to the Mint. They just booked us in the Mint.
Oh, Katina,
And I just
shout out
got
to
a
Katina.
text, they working on Yoshi's. Big shout out to Yoshi's out in what is
Vegas.
that?
In Vegas.
Vegas?
Is that in Vegas or is it that San Francisco? I think it's in the Bay Area, isn't it?
Okay.
I think Yoshi's is in the Bay Area.
Gonna
Then we
find
got
out.
the Lehman and what is that, Brooklyn?
Wow.
So my point is that we got things going on that's happening for the group. We don't get into the narrative of worrying about what this person thinks. We just worry about what we think. Like
Right.
we got to go do a show, man. You know, this is not a talent. This is a gift. There is a
Right.
difference. See, a gift is what God gives you. See, talent, I can teach you that.
Yeah.
You know what
Man,
I'm saying?
that
I
was
can,
deep.
Yeah, I can teach you a talent, but I can't teach you a gift because I'm not God.
Right.
So my point is that if you're living in your truth, it will, trust me, people will notice
Yeah.
if it's true or if it's fake. So my point is you can only fake a person out for so long before the truth comes to light. So my point is that if you're faking and you're snaking, you need to take your ass back home. Man. I'm just telling you right now.
I'm gonna go here with you, and we're just gonna kick it. I ain't worried
man,
about the time.
We ain't got nothing going on. Come on,
Might have
we
to
here.
give me some mother's
I need
milk.
some more of this mother juice. You gonna tell the truth today, baby.
Yep.
You gonna get one of the best interviews you ever had. I'm like, I didn't know that. Like, man, you wrong. Yeah. I'm like, nah.
I'm gonna go here with you with this.
That's the mother's milk right there. I want some of that.
Yeah, he wants a donkey's ass.
Yeah, donkey's booty. Yeah, but yeah, man, we just having fun though, Beast, man. I love these dudes, man. You know, I ain't never been a part of something so fun. Like it don't feel like work, man. We hold each other so accountable that each day for us, man, we like, okay, they know I call them. I let Izzy tell it, man. Izzy will tell you.
He don't
as a
even
manager,
really.
because you know I'm like, as the manager, man. You know,
Right.
I hold not only myself accountable, I hold myself accountable a lot.
Right.
But I beat myself up. But these guys, man, you know, when you got people that believe in you like these two dudes do, man, and then my little brother.
Who? I know this may sound. I'm pretty sure all you guys can go there, but
What's that?
who do you rely on mostly? Don't say myself. Who do you rely on the most to really, when things hit the fan?
You watch us all point at the same person.
Who are you going to? Really?
When we need something done,
Yeah.
something happened.
Yeah.
Right there.
The Quiet Storm?
Yeah.
That, him right there. People don't realize how important he is to a few good men.
Yeah.
Tell me about him.
He's my little brother. That's my baby brother, man. You know how Eddie Murphy had Charlie Murphy with him?
Yeah, that's Charlie Murphy.
That's my Charlie Murphy.
Wow, that's big. That's a big compliment.
And the thing is that you know how you want to knock your brother out sometimes because he do dumb shit. That's him. You know, when he do dumb shit, I tell him about it. I'm like,
Yeah.
look, man, you know you mugging up, bruh.
Yeah.
But you know, when you love someone, you accept who they are. But if they mess up, you got to explain to them what they did.
Yeah.
And if they say, hey, man, I'm sorry, that never happened again, then you got to take them at face value.
Right,
And,
right.
You know, that's how it is with life, man.
You gotta get you a Jew in your life.
Y'all, if you don't have a Jew,
If you
man,
ain't
I
got a
ain't gonna
Jew,
make
you gotta.
you don't have a Jew, good luck.
Right.
Were there
Good
ever
luck.
was there ever a moment? We know your part, but was there ever a moment where either one of you guys was ready to just call it quits?
Of course.
Yeah, it's
We almost did it.
yeah, we've been there.
Shit, we almost did it. We went through a transition piece, man. I'm dead serious, bro.
Yeah.
We went through some stuff, man. Monty and me went through some dark. Last year we went through some dark man.
Yeah.
But one thing about it, man, the love that we have for each other. When he said, "Man, look, I'm with you, bro." When a person say they with you, you gotta take that and you gotta run with it. And I said, you know what? All right. These guys know how I am, man. I'm the type of person, man, that when I say I'm gonna do something, anybody, even on the streets, you know how you can get your street cred?
Yeah.
Ask somebody about me. When David, if I say I'm gonna be a race car driver, you better believe it.
You gonna see that dude?
I
with
swear to God. Hey, you think I'm
Helmet
lying?
on.
See any dude in the street, you gonna see me. But that's just, my mama said I've been that way since I was young, man. You know, I think I had that ADD, double D, whatever shit.
Yeah.
Whole still. Motherfuckers try to put me on Ritalin, you know, and all that. But I tell you what, man, my mind was just going.
Yeah.
I could not sit still. My brother always say, my little bro be like, damn, calm down, bro. I can't.
Yeah.
Because one thing about it, there's only one thing in this world that goes up and never comes back down.
Yeah.
And that's age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna never get younger, man. So
Yeah.
hell, while I'm here, I'm gonna go 100 miles an hour because one day you ain't gonna be able to go at all.
Yeah.
You know, I thought I was the only one who thought like that.
On God.
You know, and my mind, and this is what I'm starting to realize. It's an old saying, the older you get, the more mature you get, and the more you don't realize you need a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, come on, man.
But one thing that I'm starting to figure out, people that have that mindset like you have and they can never shut off, they're very creative individuals.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They don't want to sleep. You know, somebody said, Dre, why don't you get some sleep? For what? I'm going to wake back up.
Yeah.
I can't. My mind is like constantly
Yeah.
going.
It's hard for me to fall asleep because my mind just does not shut down.
Yeah.
Ask these dudes what time I get up.
4 in the morning.
Look, you're not used to that.
He be up with Jesus. Jesus be like,
Jay, is that you? I get up every morning, man, and I can't help it. And Izzy be
love it,
like,
man.
I'll be like, well, here's what we got going on. Izzy be like, damn, man. It's like, bro, you
he
up?
barely look. He'll call you, man. If he because he always working.
Yeah.
He always working or he always on the phone.
Right.
But he'll call, and if he got any beat, anything, you could, man, it could be first ring. Hey, what's up? Hey, man, listen to this. And I'm like, yeah.
You're like, yo, now can I go back to
I'm
sleep?
like, hell no. I'll be up after that, man. But you know, just sitting here thinking about everything, man. The thing about life is this: you can be as great as you want to be,
Yeah.
but you ain't. We can cuss on there.
Yeah, you do whatever you want to do.
Because I heard you.
I don't
cuss.
have
I'm doing
any
it too. You got no
SEC
sense?
laws.
Oh, shit. Look, you can be as great as you want to be, but you ain't shit if you not connected to people that have something to do with your purpose.
Right.
If they had given up,
Well, that was
Right,
deep.
right.
listen, if they had given up, like you just asked, was there a point where y'all, and if they had said, hey, man, fuck this, man, we ain't doing this shit, where would I be?
Right.
Right.
Where would I be?
Right. That makes perfect sense.
Where would I be? I shucking corn. I get something back in the woods. Shucking corn.
Don't suck no corn, man. Nah, we
But
just
no,
love it.
man.
We
You
love
brought
it.
up something. Hold that thought for a
Shucking
minute.
corn.
You brought up
It's
something, and you didn't finish it. I'm gonna allow you to finish this because I think this is important for young men to be inspired by, even if you're down.
Mhm.
You know, you can. You know, the universe puts pieces in
Yeah.
place. So my question goes back to you. You said at a moment in your life, you didn't know what was going on. I didn't even know.
Mhm.
Val didn't even know. what if this hadn't happened? You know where I'm going with this shit.
Come on, man. Shit, come on.
What was your game plan? Let's be realistic. You want another drink?
No, the donkey ass got me. No,
You ain't had no mother's milk yet.
I didn't have a game plan. Because unfortunately for us, and I want to say this to our young brothers, man. I know they call them YNs and all that, but that's not all y'all are. There's so much more to you than that. If you don't have a game plan, unfortunately, like I say, I think a lot of us are in survival mode.
Right.
There's a lot of young cats in survival mode, and we miss opportunities, I think, and I hope we get a chance, just as a group, especially as men, as older men, that will a few good men mentorship something. I'm speaking it into existence.
on now.
You know what? Give me some dog, because I was just getting ready.
Come on now.
I was just getting
Come on
ready
now.
to say. I was gonna throw him up under the bus and say you guys are getting ready to have
But you
a
can't,
school.
because we already do that. Me and my
Yeah.
little brother already
Yeah.
did that.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, seriously, I
Yeah.
was a school teacher. I was
Yeah.
a music
So was
teacher.
I.
Yeah, I was a music teacher at Hal. TC
Oh, my
Hal.
God.
And my students, some of my students probably might be watching, but shout
Yeah.
out to them, and they'll tell you,
Yeah.
as a former choir teacher,
Right.
and a mentor, because I had a mentoring program at Hal, so I mentored a lot of students. But we got busy, trying to, get this thing off the ground.
Right.
So sometimes you lose sight of time too, man. But trust and believe, we ain't forgot. We're gonna get back to that.
Oh yeah.
Because of the simple fact, man, as men,
We need
especially
to.
black men,
Yeah.
they need us more than anything in this world. So, man, hey, for real.
They may not say it, so
Right.
it'll take us, breaking that ice.
Absolutely.
But I didn't have a
Absolutely.
plan, man. The only thing that I unfortunately know how to do.
Did you have a support system? Who did you reach out to first?
Oh man, I got a praying grandmother.
Oh,
She's
no.
95
Yes.
years old.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's my praying grandmother, man. And even though she's not as mobile as she could be, she's one of those grandmothers where she still knows what God is doing in your life without you saying a word.
Right.
And I'm like, that's all I had, at the time. And now that has grown to this. And that's the thing I love about being in this group is that, man, I look to them to make sure, number one, I'm hitting the right notes depending on the song. Right.
Yeah, boy, cut it out.
We'll close that door. We record in the studio,
Oh,
and
okay,
I go
that's
in there, and then
Oh, that's
if I'm right or wrong, I hear, oh, man, he ain't hitting that right.
He be on us, man. See, listen to me. Izzy be on us, man, because Izzy be telling we modest, bro.
Right.
If he tells you what me and this dude is like as production partners, man, when we in a studio, he tells you, man, we not giving no slack, bro.
Nah.
We bring the best out of you, period.
Yeah, right.
Monty was doing it on his own.
Right.
I was doing it on my own as producer. We both equally came together, and formed this thing. We called it the M Team.
Yeah.
Right.
Which stood for music makers.
Right.
Oh, that's nice.
And I had which I still got Right Hip Entertainment, which is my little brother is a part of, and Montae has Stargazer. So what we did was we just joined forces and we come together as producer songwriters, man, and we just produce music.
Yeah.
But when we in the studio, Izzy, when he got in the lab with us, it was his facial expressions with me and my, because we both get on the boards. I engineer, Monty will go in. I'm pressing buttons. I'm doing this. Right. He'll get out and I'm doing it, and he just like, and I'm telling him, no, go in and do this note. I'm like, do this note right here, and he's like, okay, and then the Monty will be like, nah, that don't sound right, and then Monty will go in. Monty ain't used to people producing him. He don't have to have people producing him.
Right. Okay.
But I produce him.
Right.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he listens and he produces me. And Izzy produces me, and we produce each other, and we hear great. We hear good enough to be like.
Let me give you another.
No, go ahead, brother.
Viewpoint on that.
Go ahead.
I'm not used to people producing me. I don't let people produce
That
me.
part.
Because
That part.
if you're not as good as me or above, you're not producing me.
You're not
bro.
producing.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
get
So
that.
it's like, If you're not at least on my level, nah, you can't produce me, man.
And he's so humble, man. And you know him, bro. You know how he is.
Yeah.
And I am not the one that lets you come out of the studio unless hey, them vocals got to be right, man. I mean, to the harmony. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got to be,
because they hear it before it's recorded.
Right.
You know, it's already there. So they're always listening, man. And when y'all hear this Pressure Applied, and that's another thing, man. I got to give them their flowers and Billy Bad, man.
Billy Bad,
and Juke,
OG.
Man. They said to me, "Hey, man, here's this song." And at first, I wasn't really understanding what they were presenting, because they were like, "Oh man, this song, man, it's for you." And I'm just like, I'm sitting here like, in my head, I'm thinking, no, all three of us are always gonna sing each verse,
right?
And they were like, no. They said they said when we heard this, they said,
right.
And so we're gonna let you hear a little. It's gonna.
I told Montae, I said, Montae, this is Izzy. Montae said, hell, I knew that when I heard it.
Yeah,
wow.
I said, yeah, this is Izzy, man. I said, and then, you know,
that let you know where everybody on the same page.
Just like there's a song that, you know, miss our brother, man, CK, you know, big shout out to CK, man.
Yeah.
That I talked to his wife and got permission to get a song, and she was like, David, please. She said, boy, please. Anything that Chris ever did, it was one of my best friends. She said, you know, he's smiling down right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard it. I said, that's Montae all the way through the song. I said, there's nobody, man, he's going to kill that song, man. It is one of those records that when you, like, if you're in a place like a lounge or this concert setting, and you know how the people give you that look, and they be like,
yeah.
That's the look you're going to get when he gets done with this record.
I'm going to ask you this before we wrap up.
What's that?
Three questions. Start with the first one. Before he came into your life, was there somebody that you might have had in mind?
No.
Nobody.
No, the only thing we had in mind was we didn't know what we was going to be a duo. We didn't know, man. One thing about me, I tell people all the time, man, I don't know what your relationship with God is, but that Negro love me, man. Yeah. I tell people all the time. And that's what I call him, man. I said, my nigga love me, bro. I don't care what nobody say. My dude is my guy. When I ask him for something, man, I get it, bro. I don't care what you say, what you do. Man, get away from me. Me and my dude talked, and he told me, he said, D, I got you, bro. And when I went in that restroom and them lights was off, I knew right then and there. When I told my wife, I said, baby, we got somebody.
And that's how quick it happened. Like
it happened like it.
It wasn't enough time for us to even be worried. Like
right,
instantly. Like
wait, was it that weekend?
Yeah,
I saw Leah.
Yeah,
it was 1 week.
Wow, because I saw her on a Thursday.
She literally.
And
she
Friday.
literally, we were in the studio, and she was just talking, and she was like, "Yeah, cause guess who I ran into? Izzy's back in town." I said,
"That's that looking right there, babe. That's the look." I was saying. I turned around. I said, "How we know that?"
She didn't even know what she was doing. She was just like mentioning that she was in town, and
well, you know what's so funny? I get it from Val, and I said, my thing was, what's he doing here? Seriously, I think I texted you. I was like, I didn't know how to say it constructively.
Right.
But I'm like, what's he doing here? I'm thinking he making a brand new movie song. And they said, no, he's part of A Few Good Men. I said, I think I know those guys. Those guys are always at the. I said, he's a singer? And I was like, yeah.
No, that's an understatement.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wow. My next question.
Yeah. Let's
talk about the lady who brought him to you.
Oh my God, Leah Rowe.
Leah Rowe.
I'm gonna start out with Leah. Leah says, big bro, sometimes you scare me. She said, because I be so nervous because you'll fire me in a minute. I said, it ain't that I fire you. I said, I believe that sometimes loyalty comes with expectations. I think when people say, yeah, man, loyalty means everything with me, but it also comes with expectations. So you expect me to let you get away with bullshit because I'm loyal to you. But when it comes to the business, then you want to look the other way.
Right.
But see, if we handle business, then loyalty is going to come with it.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? Just
Mhm.
handle business and keep it 1,000. If I'm messing up, tell me.
Yeah.
One thing I can take is constructive criticism.
Right.
You know, if you tell me that I'm messing up, let me know instead of me going out here looking like Boo Boo the Fool.
Right.
What made you decide to go with her as part of your project?
Because Leah is loyal. She's funny as hell. Fuck it. I'm not too, like, letting people in. I don't
Right.
let people in a lot. Like, you'll never see me in a car with somebody. 'Cause
Right.
I travel alone, bro. That's just, I've always been that way. And with her, she brings such a warming little sister. If we got in a fight in a club, I can see her throwing a damn chair at somebody.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And she's about this little, but she's
Really?
feisty. You know,
She's like a little. She's
She's
like
a
a
little
little. She's
person.
like a little pit bull, man.
She's like
She's
she
like-
bald head too. She,
you know that one that bark like.
she has a missing
She's that one,
side
gonna
tooth.
bite your ankle.
I'm
Tear them ankles up, boy.
Yeah, she's
you
that
ain't
she
going
gonna kill me
nowhere.
when she see this.
So that's what I think of Leah. She's a talented songwriter, talented singer, and she's.
Well, what made you decide to bring her on board with you?
Montae, I have to tell you that.
Well, I actually just let it happen
And
because
hold on a minute. I'm not going to cut you off. I'm going to explain to the viewers the reason why. This platform is designed to educate, empower, and create opportunities.
right.
So the reason I'm asking this question is you guys saw value in her. So if you guys saw value in her, you guys that are listening who are up and coming artists need to, the world ain't so much what you know, is who you know and who you
Right.
connect yourself with.
Right.
So I'm giving you breadcrumbs because they found value in a reason for having this lady handle their business, their affairs. So what did you see in her to bring her on? Back to the question.
Well, it started. I started Big Beats. Shout out to Big Beats.
Big
He,
Shout out,
he-
nephew.
Years ago, like I've been knowing Leah for about 10 years now, and he was like, "Man, I got this girl, man. I need your help producing her vocals." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, man. Let me hear something." And he sent me a song. And I was like, And it wasn't. It was what she would, because she has a great voice. A lot of people have great voices, but it was the content of the song.
Mm-hmm.
When I found out that she wrote it, I was like, wow. Like, people don't. She's an outside of the box thinker
Yeah,
when it comes to writing.
very.
And I was like, wow. When you make me think like, wow, I wouldn't have even thought about that. Saying that,
Mm-hmm.
that what drew me in to even working with her as far as producing her vocals. So I started vocal producing her. And just the more I worked with her, I was like, wow, she's just like, man, so she has become our go-to. When we get stuck on something, we be like, Leah, what you think about it? What
Mhm.
idea you got on this? And she'll come with something that none of us would even have thought about going.
Right.
And you need that kind of person on your team where when you get stuck, who am I going to go to get me out of this rut I'm stuck in?
Right.
And she does that for us, man.
Let's give the last.
Shout out to Big Beats, man. The same thing
But
he did.
the thing about it, she would always listen, and I have to go back to that. If young people can get this one nugget, listen to people that have experience. If you're working with somebody that you view as somebody that you look up to, listen to what they're telling you.
Yeah.
That goes a long way. And whenever I gave her constructive criticism, she would listen.
Yes, she did.
She would apply it.
Yeah.
And that right there is worth your weight in gold, man. So
Yeah.
it was like, I just started bringing her around.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was like, if it's meant to be, it's going to be, because they're going to see the same value in her that I see.
And you guys saw the same value.
I did. Well, Montae know how I am. He said he like if David accepts you,
Your family.
yeah, because I believe in people love to wear a mask,
Mm-hmm.
and then when they wash their face, the mask come off.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
my point is that, you have to, I'm not rich. I'm not famous. I'm just a child of God, just like you.
Mm.
And I just want to be as transparent as I can, as honest as I can. You're not put on this earth for everybody to like you and for you to like everybody. And like he said, one thing I say about Big Beats, and I have to switch back to, that's my nephew, by the way. Shout out to Matt Franklin. He does that when he finds an artist and he can't do something for them, he finds the right producers for that artist. He did that for Forecast for me when I did What You Like.
Mm.
What you want, I don't care.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. He did the same thing for them when he brought them to the studio.
Mhm.
And when I met with the guys and did that record on them, it's the same scenario. Every time he finds a certain artist,
Mhm.
it's like he takes them to the right producer.
Right.
As a producer, that he's like, I know who y'all need to go to.
Right.
You need to go to Unc, or you need to go to Montae, or you need to go to Billy Bad, or you need to go to Delaney Ward, or you need to go to this person. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Right.
They know who to go, Zero, or this person, or that. It's just like everybody's different. Everybody has their own sound, but all together we have that one sound, and that's that Naptown sound.
Sounds like you guys created a network that you don't have to worry about gatekeepers.
We don't worry about them.
No.
We don't. Really, we don't, Beast. We really don't, man. We just too busy doing us, man. And we willing to, we put people on, but one thing about it, you have to show me.
You got to put some stake in the game.
That's it. I'm trying to be, as nice as I can. Show me why I should put you on.
Right.
That's a good way of putting it.
You know what I'm saying? Show me why.
Yeah.
Who have you done wrong that I don't know about?
Yeah.
Because once I put you on, I'm going to find out if
Yeah.
you did them wrong, because they're going to be like, you put them on the show, man. How people talk. That's how they talk. And then, that's going to come out. And I'm like, well, damn, I didn't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we have a tendency to really, check your resume
Yeah.
before we just make decisions.
That makes sense.
Because we just like, we get people, man, in our inbox. Yo, man, I can open up for you, man. I know you could, but you ain't.
Right.
We good. We got one person that opens up for us, but we got two people. I take that back. Big shout out to choreography. When it's that type of a show,
Right.
because he's okay. There's left, right. He's like right, left, right. You know what I'm saying? He is weird as they come with his music.
Mental vision.
Mental vision.
Yeah.
Man.
I like that word, mental vision.
Mental vision, and it fits him. Trust me, man.
Really?
Dude is outer space. I'm gonna
Last
tell you
show,
right now.
he came in a Grinch outfit.
Yes, he did for a performance. So if you gonna dress like the damn Grinch, boy, you already know. I'm like, bro, this dude is shit. But them are all pretty much right now would be the only two artists that
Right.
we would let open up for us.
Right.
Because we work our tails off, man. I don't care what nobody say. You got to put in the work, man. We practice 3-4 times a week sometimes, man.
Right.
We don't have to do that shit. We grown as hell.
Right.
But we do it anyway so we can stay locked in vocally, everything. Because we did that, Beast, that's why we on tour right now.
Yeah. I like that. Now, we're going to wrap up. And
Okay.
thank you. I want to first give my flowers to all four of you guys.
Thank you, brother.
Your brother, Juju. Did I get it right?
Yes,
Ju-
sir.
Yep.
Uh,
J-Dub.
Juicy.
Jay Wayne.
just for the fact of coming on the show and blessing me and really being so vulnerable and giving the young people, our next generation, let me use this word, possibility.
Mm-hmm.
And when there's possibility, you can create purpose. You guys have given nuggets to a lot of the local artists here. And I got to give my flowers out to those guys. Forecast,
Little brother.
Shout out
Damon.
Forecast.
My little brother.
Damon Carr,
Yep.
12, Dempsey, Dead Silence, K Hugs,
Just
Allie
got off the
E,
phone with her.
Yeah.
Allie E, Kelsey Marie. I hope I didn't leave nobody out. What's your take on these young artists, in your opinion?
Well, a lot of the ones you named they have structure. you know, because I say this all the time, and I'm gonna say it till I'm blue in the face, because younger artists have to know, and y'all know what I'm about to say. There is a blueprint. Everything has a blueprint, man. Like, comes being an artist. If you're a basketball player, it doesn't matter what you do. There's a blueprint. There are people that came before you that were great at it. They have the formula.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be a chemist and make a new formula. Take the formula that they made and use it.
Make it better.
Don't reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, don't reinvent the wheel. Like, you want to be an artist, there's a blueprint to being an artist. And that goes back to development. You know, there's certain things you have to do. You have to work on, you have to sharpen in order to be successful. You know, so just follow the blueprint, man. And that'll take you that'll show what your potential is. If you follow the blueprint, if you're destined for greatness, you're going to be great. Period.
Nothing gonna stop you.
I got to give
Absolutely.
shouts out to two more artists I completely forgot. I didn't forget them. Reckless Homicide
Mm-hmm.
and Who Done It Beats.
Yeah.
Absolute.
I got to give them guys, and if there's anybody I forgot, please forgive me. When you get to be my age, that mental illness, that mental stuff starts to kick in. But before we wrap up, what's in store for you guys next? What's on the agenda?
Some things we can talk about, some things we can't. But I'll just say this. God is good, man.
God is good.
God is good. We are heading to Los Angeles in April. We got a show at the historic Mint. It's called the Mint. Like,
Mhm.
a lot of people perform there on a regular basis. Eric Badu, she goes there on a regular basis. Snoop Dogg's daughter was
just performed, yeah.
performed
Snoop's
there.
daughter.
Snoop Dogg's daughter is
Man,
rapping.
this place
She
is
sings.
huge, bro.
She's
This
dope,
place is
too.
like,
Really?
like you don't know if Jamie Foxx might be in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an iconic
This
place.
is
in
very
here.
iconic. It's
Really?
hard to get into that place, but the owner loved our music, man, and invited us to do a concert there. So
Shout out.
shout out to the Mint,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
We got some things going on in the works right now that, you know, we just gonna pray about, you know,
Mhm.
and it came to our attention. It can be some residency type of stuff.
What are we going to do
Yeah.
locally? I think the hometown people need to see you guys. I know you're going to perform.
They see us, but what we got going on right now is going to take us to like the Vegas.
Uh-huh.
It's going to take us to Reno.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
going to take us to North Carolina.
Right.
So
I mean-
they'll get to see us. I mean, the thing is, you know, they saw us last year. They seen us a little bit this year.
Yeah.
And one thing about us, we believe in doing our own concerts. So
Right.
you'll be able to see us. We'll put together our own shows for you to see us. You know, when we're not on these
Right,
tours that
right,
we got
right.
going on right now. But if that answers your question, that's where we at right
Yeah,
now.
as far as locally, man, we just have to make it make sense.
Yeah, we have to make it make sense, man. You know, it's
Okay.
they don't.
Yeah, we had a good time at the
Pay your
AMP,
fare.
at the AMP,
Right.
the AMP. Again, Paradox last night
Paradox
sold
last
out.
night, yeah.
We had a good time. Shout out to Stacey McCracken at the
Oh,
Jazz
Stacey
Kitchen.
at the
Kitchen,
Jazz
man.
Kitchen. That's
Jazz
my
Kitchen
baby.
was
Stacey,
that was a
baby.
good time. You know,
How can the viewers reach out to you guys and follow you and support you on social media?
Our website is dafgm.com. All of our social media is A Few Good Men Music. I mean, you can reach us on TikTok, IG, Facebook, everywhere. Just A Few Good Men Music.
That's it.
Now we ain't leaving that quick. We had donkey's ass and mother's milk. I gotta give shouts out to I gotta give shouts out to Pete Lee at Popcorn World and Omar at the Good Spot. Great
Hey,
food.
hey.
Make sure you guys
Yeah.
stop in and get that. And who knows, Pete, you might be getting the call, man. They got a song, popcorn butter or something
Might
like
have
that.
your theme song. Might have your theme
On the
song.
popcorn, we do. Hey, we also do
Popcorn.
jingles.
Yeah. Hey.
There it is.
Before we wrap up, give the viewers a little taste of the R&B sound that only A Few Good Men can come. I'm gonna let you guys pick something. Close us out.
You know, you would put us on the spot.
Hey,
And
I done had
Would you like another
I done
one?
had donkey's ass and mother.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you, bro. Hey, viewers, when you got this in, you do not sing. Do not go on the stage. I mean, we can try.
Yeah, try to give me
I
something.
mean, I think what we'll do is individually,
Okay.
we'll just give you something. Oh, we can do we can do Good Man.
This
We
one's
gonna
called
try.
Good Man.
Okay. You need someone. I'd say you need someone. All right, I got it. 1, 2, 3. You need someone to fill you up. You need someone giving it up. You need a good man.
Man, what a way to go out, ladies and gentlemen.
Donkey's ass and mother's milk, y'all.
Liquor.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Sound like Tyrone on the corner.
Hey, I'm feeling. Hey, my mouth is sideways right now. Hey, you know when a person feel good, they start going, hey, let me tell you something. Hey, 1 minute. Hold on. Hey, let me tell you something.
Guys, thank you so much for
Hey, thank
coming
you for
on the
having us,
show.
Appreciate you, man.
Definitely want you guys to come back. Make sure you listen to all of A Few Good Men's soundtracks, audios on the I Am Beast radio station. Download it at Zeno FM for free.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Search I Am Beast Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another, and I do mean another, exciting episode of the Andre The Beast Crayton.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.